Hi everyone, welcome to another travel vlog. This time I'm traveling for work. Back at the airport again. I was literally just at the airport last week coming home from New York City. Now I am in SF. I left San Diego today, Friday, in the mid-afternoon, and I'm coming back to San Diego tomorrow evening. But then I have to come back to SF next week. It's a whole debacle. I have a pretty spacious room, so I'll give you guys a tour. Starting at the door, you have this little entrance area. You have a living room sitting area. It would be cool if they had a vase here, some kind of art piece. Looks like a coffee maker, TV, another writing desk, perfect for work, king size bed. And then going here, it's a pretty modern bathroom. So you have the toilet separated from the sink. You have the mirror, and it's kind of tall and pretty short, so it's gonna be interesting. You have a walk-in shower, and then a full-length mirror, of course, I love. Closet space, pretty ample closet space. Let's see. Yeah, so, and an iron board, something I definitely need. Then when you go over here, let's see what kind of view I have. Not much of a view, which is okay because I'm only here for one evening. I have a cadaver lab tomorrow, and I didn't realize that being in medical devices required you to work with cadavers so often. The last time I actually had to do a cadaver, the dissection, everything, was in school, and that was for an entire quarter. I had a cadaver experience during my clinical on-site in Florida in December, and now I'm back here, but on the West Coast in Palo Alto this time. I spent the rest of my night catching up on emails and looking at menus for places to go to dinner. Off to dinner now. I'm wearing the same airport look, so a striped turtleneck sweater, my pleated midi skirt, I have my Louis Vuitton Epi Pouchette, and sneakers. I don't know what it is, but it feels so weird to eat alone at a restaurant in the US, but in Europe it's so common. You can just go to a cafe and eat by yourself. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Made it back to my room. I had a delicious meal at Kiroro Sushi. It was stuffed, but of course I was craving something sweet, so I got some froyo. I got a mango pineapple swirl, some strawberry as well. I got up at 5 a.m, got dressed, put my makeup on, and now I am ready for my cadaver lab. Nothing sketch about walking alone in a business complex way early in the morning. We spent all day in the lab from 7 a.m. to approximately 5 p.m, but we had a delicious dinner at Tacolicious. I had to cut dinner short to hop in an Uber and go back to the airport. Just got back to San Diego from Palo Alto. I woke up early without any jet lag because I was in the same time zone, and I decided to go to the beach. Hey guys, back home for the moment, and I wanted to go to the farmer's market, check out what they had, and this is what I'm wearing today. It's supposed to rain later on, but I braided my hair last night so it's wavy. I have a turtleneck on and this poncho that dubs as a cover up. I'll show you the full outfit later. If you're subscribed to my YouTube, you've already seen it as a YouTube short. Later on, I went to a new dessert place in PB. The next day, my mom and I went to some Vietnamese shops as well as supermarkets to pick up some goods. Hey everyone, so I'm back at the airport again. I'm able to meet with one of my study teams this week. We'll be discussing timelines. It's an entirely new project, so there's a lot of background work that has to be done. I'm excited to see everyone in person. I know it's going to be cold in SF, so this time I brought a puffer coat. After a series of delays, I made it to my hotel, and I wanted to give you guys a tour. So I'm staying at Hotel Citrine. Once you enter, there's this little foyer with a full-length mirror. If you pivot to the right, you have the bathroom. So you have the toilet there, walk-in shower, the towel rack. Let me turn the light up. It's motion censored. And then you have this little vanity sink here. That back is actually really cute. Making it back to the hall. You have that closet space. ample closet space with a steamer, iron board, and little mini fridge. And then they gave me 2 queen beds, which is okay for me. This little sitting area, TV here, a desk, which will be perfect because I have to do a lot of work. This cute chair, and I'm not sure about the view, but it is raining cats and dogs. Not much of a view, but I won't be here in the daytime anyways. I heard its ice cream is pretty good, so I got a cappuccino flavored one, and it's melting already, so I'm gonna try it. They have a potpourri station where you can pick your favorite leaves, scents, put it in your own drawstring bag, and you can bring it to your room. I think I put a little too much oil, so you can tell it is leaking, but it smells so good. Wish you guys could smell it. Alright guys, since I have 2 beds, I'm using the further bed to unpack all my stuff. There's no luggage rack at this hotel, so I'm using the second bed as my storage space. I have lots to unpack, but I'm excited to be here. It actually was a long time coming. My flight to come here was actually canceled. It was one of the grounded United 737 MAX 9 fleets, one of the MAX 9 fleets. So that original flight was canceled, and I scrambled to find this. Thank you to the Amex angels who were able to get me onto my flight here. However, it wasn't without delay. The first one was an hour delayed. Thankfully, I was still at home. And then the second one was due to the fact that the pilots weren't even in the airport in the city. They were coming in on another flight. And then the third reason was because we missed our original takeoff time. So we had to wait for air traffic control to give us another time. Once we were up in the air, we had another delay because so many flights were coming into SFO at the same time due to the horrible weather across the US, especially on the East Coast. So we had speed control, and it really slowed us down. I was supposed to get into SFO at 5, but I ended up getting here at around 7:30ish, and now I have to unpack, steam all my stuff. Was fortunate enough to get dinner at the hotel restaurant downstairs. It was still open, but I believe it's closed now. So I'm gonna start unpacking and steaming all my stuff. Everyone, this is what I'm wearing today: a cashmere sweater, collar shirt, and cigarette pants. I had a very interesting avocado toast at Wild Onion, and then I soon hopped into an Uber to get to work. The sun never came out whenever I was in Palo Alto, but it was a great experience and a lot of team building. I had to hop into a meeting right after, but then we went to Raya's Pizzeria for dinner. Back to the hotel, had dinner with my colleagues. After a very long day, I got to meet a lot of people on my team that I don't typically interact with, so that was really nice. But now I'm just going to relax and call it for the rest of the night. Probably just stay in my hotel room, catch up on a few things. I did go out to make another potpourri bag. It's more packed than it was yesterday, but it smells just as good. After catching up on some work and reading my emails, I decided to go back out to another station and make some essential oils. It was pretty fun, and I felt like I was back in a lab environment. Good morning, everyone. It's another day here in Palo Alto. I just got breakfast downstairs, and now I'm getting ready to go into the office. Let me show you what I'm wearing. Today's look, I'm just wearing a black long sleeve with a green and black vertical pencil skirt. My nude heels are so comfy because they have arch support and insoles, and my tweed jacket coat. After a long day of work, we went out for dinner at a Burmese restaurant called Rangoon Ruby. Of course, I had to get the fresh coconut. Just got back to my hotel from dinner. It was our last team meeting. It wasn't with the whole group, it was just the clinical team plus 2 other colleagues. It sounds like we might be all getting back together in March, so it's not a long ways off. I still have some time tomorrow morning, but I do want to take it easy, so I'm going to start packing now. Overall, it's been an exciting trip. I feel like we did accomplish a lot. There are still some unknowns that we have to figure out, but at least we started brainstorming in person. We have a direction of where we want to go. Pack and talk to you guys. Whenever I travel, I like unpacking everything on my first night, especially if I'm staying there for a long time, and if it's for a conference, I typically iron or steam. Prefer to steam if they have one, but I steam everything, hang it in the closet because it makes me more efficient in the mornings. I don't have to worry about the night before, and I just accomplish everything on the first evening. I do try to pack as I go. I know it's kind of weird, but that's how I operate, and then it makes going home so much easier. It is 9 p.m., but I decided to brew some coffee, so. Morning, everyone. I decided to sleep in today. I just got back from breakfast, and I'm just packing in the last few things I had out. I don't know what it is, but every time I come home from a trip, it just feels heavier and it's harder to touch those things, and I feel like I leave more things behind, especially if I use it all. So I'm facing a little dilemma, but everything's all secure. Getting out and going to the airport. It's been a busy January, but I'm excited for 2024. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.